What up, world?
Hey, yo, check us out. Hey, we back.
Like we never left?
Like we never, hey, we ain't even leave, y'all.
You like the beard, bro?
Oh, hey, y'all check out Mr. Motivation.
You see it?
Hey.
It's a lace front. Hey, man, my cousin grabbed that motherfucker. Nigga, this is lace front. Nigga, stop playing with me.
Hey, man, but it's good to see y'all, man. Good to be back. And it gets to know that we being watched and loved, you know, supported. That's all what it's all about, man. Thank you.
People be asking, man, when are y'all gonna drop the next episode, man? Y'all
today.
playing.
Today.
You know what I'm saying?
It drops today, man.
Straight up. How you been, bro? You been good?
I've been super blessed, man. I've actually been tasked to do something really important. I'll let y'all know about that later on.
Right.
Man. I'm super excited about it. It's a large responsibility, something that's gonna stretch me out, make me uncomfortable, but you know, I'm gonna grow.
I love it.
You know, what about you, man? How the family?
Man, I've been super focused, man. The family good, man. We got JP a car, man. You know he was excited, man. It ain't nothing special, but to be 16 and have a car, man, I ain't had no car at 16.
Man, JP deserves it, though.
Oh, yeah, he's a phenomenal
kid. If you gonna get a kid, any kid a car,
he's a phenomenal
you're gonna
kid.
get JP a car.
A phenomenal kid, man. But other than that, man, I just been feeling super focused, man. And,
motivation.
you know, we talk all the time, man. I feel like both of us, like, we on the precipice of something great. So but we'll dive into that another time, man. Hey, but real quick, what's the called again?
Melanated
And opinionated.
Hey, two melanated brothers.
Talking that talk, man. Hey, man, y'all see the shirt, man?
Oh, Hampton University.
Now, I don't want nobody to get it twisted. I didn't go to Hampton, you know, but you remember back in the day, like Martin and Fresh Prince, you know what I'm saying? They used to always plug HBCUs, so just trying to be on that kind of vibe, you know.
No disrespect when y'all talking to the brother, man. It ain't like that.
He cross flag.
Hey, but we just two melanated brothers sharing our opinions, man.
We need y'all to join the conversation.
Get in this thing, man. Hey, watch your toes, though. It's gonna be something y'all may not want to hear. Hey, as a matter of fact, man, something that's been trending. This man is doing his thing, man. We've been talking about him. If it's negative and positive, you know, but of course that's with any and everything in the world. You cannot get away from positive and negative, good and bad. Mr.
Kevin Samuels.
Hey, man, but y'all know who, without further ado, I'm gonna introduce the one, the only. Oh, is he here, guys? I think you said, Mr. Motivation,
In
my
the
guy.
building.
Hey.
In the building.
Yeah,
Hey, man, but why we on it? Why we on it? Hey, I gotta give you like a trailer day in the world where people need the conversation. One man can solve it all. Mr. Dale Maddie. Nice, man.
I love that.
Superman.
Hey, man, that's all it is, man. But man, so I don't know if y'all heard of Kevin Samuels, man, but I'm gonna see what Mr. Motivation. We've been talking about him lately. Positive brother, man. He's just trying to help out. That's also, of course, he come kind of raw. But what you think about Mr. Kevin Samuels?
And I gotta say, man, when I first heard of the brother, man, like I would just see little outtakes, little clips of him kind of going in on a woman. So like I kind of wrote him up like, oh man, he's just another troll. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no nothing. But man, when you sit down and watch what the brother got to say, man, and listen. He dropping some hard facts, man. And like,
and jeans.
It's stuff that we all need to hear, man. And he not just coming for the ladies. He checked the men too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, don't be out here doing this XYZ, you know. But it seemed like the ladies have a harder time accepting what he had to say, man, because they're the main ones calling in. They make up his main audience, and they want to know, and he gives them the truth. And man, a lot of people don't really want the truth.
You know what, Mr. Motivation? I was listening to him, and I think one of the things that he said, and actually on one of the videos with him and Joe Budden, he said, well, the reason why he gets that negative representation or the negative looks at him is because all you get is snippets of what he said bad. So they made a montage of all of the stuff that he said wrong, or ways that people probably ridicule him more because, you know. So if you get nothing but negative, it's kind of like what they do for us. We black. Kind of what they do for us in the media, in the news. They show all of the negative. So then when you see a black person, you think that we're gonna try to rob you, or we're gonna try to kill you, or do something crazy, when that ain't what we own. So when you see all these videos of Kevin Samuels saying, ma'am, and you know what I'm saying, and checking her and telling her this, that, and then kind of really being blunt and direct, you automatically think of him as being bad, but you ain't heard what he said before that. Exactly. And you ain't heard what he said after that. Exactly. Just like you ain't see what we did before you saw the news, and you ain't see what we done after you seen the news. You only looked at the news, but that's another such topic. We'll talk about that another time.
Man, touching on what you saying though, man, like it almost look like, I feel like the man is dropping straight gems, like straight gems,
raw and uncut.
Like you seen Blood Diamond?
I think so.
With Leonardo DiCaprio and
and the African dude.
Yeah. But remember that diamond he found? It was huge, but it was filthy. You know what I'm saying? But like it was huge, you know. But he knew what it was. But it's just like if I threw a rock at you and it's all muddy and stuff, you be like, you want to throw it in the trash, or man, I dismissed that. You know what I mean? But I just threw a multi-million-dollar diamond at you, and because it's dirty or because it's blunt or don't come in a soft package
like
deal for you. Pacified, you know what I'm saying? Now you want to just throw it all away? No, man, the man is dropping jewels, man, and you will be wise to listen.
Absolutely. I think one of the videos, and I think we both saw this video, and y'all probably all saw the video too. If you haven't, check it out. I don't know if you should let it be your first video. It don't really matter. Just listen to what the brother got to say. But it was basically talking about a woman trying to get a high value man. A lot of his videos are about women trying to get high value men, and a lot of these women think they deserve a high valued man for whatever reason they think they do. And Kevin Samuels is here to tell you, no, you don't. And they do not, what the high value men do not care about that you think that they care about. And you don't want to hear that, man. The sad truth is, and the real truth is, the truth hurts. Yep. It does. Yep. It does. Sometimes truth hurts, especially if it's not something that you want to hear. Absolutely. Truth can also not hurt, but sometimes when it's something you don't want to hear, it hurts.
Absolutely. Like you said, man, like being uncomfortable, like something rubbing you the wrong way, that's the moment of growth. Like, so don't run away from that, man. Like, too often we run away from that. And it's an opportunity for growth there. So, try to hit the brother out, man. Like he talking about with the high value women, man. One of the things that stood out to me, like a lot of the women like say, oh man, I need a man to make at least 6 figures, 250K, you know what I'm saying? Just like, he like, all right, well, let me check your credentials, you know what I mean? Like, all right, well, what do you make? All right, you make 6 figures, that's cool. How many kids you got? All right, you got a kid or 2, you know? How old are you? Oh, you 32, 33? So like once you put all the numbers and stuff on paper, like the odds are stacked against you, man.
Your marketability is way down when you got all of those things. Absolutely. You even said about the women who make all this money and they want to use that as some type of status or some type of accolade.
Not knowing that most men don't care about that stuff.
Not at all.
We don't, but. And I get where women come from because they care so much about somebody being able to bring something to the table financially that they expect a man to. But most men, I think 90% of men don't give a damn about that. As long as you can contribute in some way, you ain't got to be making 6 figures for most men.
Absolutely, that ain't what they looking for. That's why they go and get a young 21-year-old, and you mad at this older man going to get a young 22, 23-year-old that ain't got no kids and whatnot. Because I was just watching this other video, and he's like, he with ladies. And he's totally, and I'm sure y'all gonna disagree. Ladies, your marketability when you are a baby mama goes down the drain. Men, because if you watch the video, please go watch Mr. Kevin Samuels' video. He lets you know, because this woman was on there talking about how she's 30 years old and she only got 2 kids. And the one question he asked her was like, well, say it's me and you and I want to marry you or whatever. Are you going to allow me to discipline your kids? She instantly said, they don't need this. Boom. That, right there, that's a problem. Yep. Whether you will like it or not, ladies, that's a problem.
That's a problem. If you willing to bring this man in your house and bring him around your kids, but he can't discipline them, you out of line already. You already disrupting the social order. of a household.
Absolutely.
If you won't let that man be the head of the house and discipline them kids when needed, and I ain't saying let this man come in here and beat on your kids and nothing like that, but when a kid needs checking, it take a village, man. Like if Lil Brandon is cutting up or JP or Jada, hey, check him. If I'm not there, check him for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I trust my dog enough, you know what I mean, to do that. And so if you got a man in your house and around your kids, but you don't trust him enough to do that, you need to rethink your priorities. He shouldn't even be around your kids.
Absolutely.
If you ain't willing to if you don't trust this man enough to allow him to discipline your kids, he shouldn't be around your kids at all.
You gotta be open. And so I'm sure you probably think that we being blunt and we being whatever, but that's how Mr. Kevin Samuels is. And that's the only way you're gonna grow. It's like, and then someone will be like, well, I guess I'm gonna be alone forever. Well, I guess if that's okay with you, if you're okay with your kids not having a role model and a male figure and a leader in the house, because you can't be both. You're a woman, you can only be one. I'm not trying to put you down. Or just like a man, we can't be a woman. We can only be one. That's why we need a woman in the house.
And so to that point, I would like to say, man, another point he brought out, man, he said women, especially black women, have been fooled into searching for equality instead of recognizing the equity that they already had in the family. So people pulled y'all in. Hey, it's the suffrage movement. Hey, don't you want to vote? Don't you want to do this? Don't you want to do that? Come on and join us. All right. Well, now, Uncle Sam come. Hey, got this nice little crib for you here. I even kick you down a little money.
Yeah.
But hey, he got to go though. You got to get that man about this house. You know what I mean? Like destroying the family.
And y'all went for it.
Man, the
Went for it.
okie doke.
Straight went
And men,
for
we
it.
ain't been perfect. We ain't been perfect because we set the stage for them to go do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Papa and mama, having a family across town, you know what I'm saying? That grandma couldn't do nothing about it. So women got tired of our stuff. You know what I mean? So, man, y'all got to tighten up too. But it's going to take both sides, man.
Absolutely. Let's do
both
better.
Both sides. We all
Both
need
sides.
to do better.
And so, man, one of the other videos of Mr. Kevin Samuels where he what's her name? Tommy. Yeah, Tommy Lauren.
Yeah,
Tommy Lauren. White woman. She said, you got something to ladies, you got something to learn from Tommy Lauren. It's a really good video. What Tommy Lauren did is came on there and try to bash men for this, and that, and this, and that. And the same week, 3 days later, on the same platform, her YouTube, her Instagram.
What I really meant was, like, I'm not saying all men are bad. I mean, she cleaned that up quick. You know what I mean?
If we could have played the tape back, you would have saw her say, all men are trash.
Yeah.
This is what she said.
She was dogging me.
This is funny, man.
Oh yeah, but she like he said, the thing to learn from that is that like once she caught flack from it, she realized like, you know what, maybe I was tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even on that first video, you can see it was almost like maybe like she had a little too much
Yeah,
wine. You know what I
she
mean?
was-
Kind of was in her feelings.
Yeah, she was feeling herself.
She just went on a rant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, it's not for the world to see.
No.
A rant is for your girlfriend. Call your girlfriend and go on a rant. Don't let the world see your rant. You know what I mean? That ain't for the world.
At all.
And so, but she was big enough to go. And hey, you know what? All men aren't that way.
You can learn from that, ladies.
Straight up.
You can learn from that,
because
ladies.
I hear a lot of sisters saying, "Oh, all men are trash.
Yeah.
All men are this.
Yeah.
All men are that."
Yeah.
Don't go putting us
And
in a
then
box, man.
won't go rescind your
Nope.
your comment.
Yep. Even when you hit them with facts, you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on
Well, you know,
now.
black men are doing this,
Come on
black men are
now.
doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Come on now.
well, my experience with the 3 relationships I've been in, all men are trash. It's like, come on, man. Like, you just pull it from your own perception. You know what I mean? Or even maybe even your friends. But that's still a small window.
So small. And there's so many men, so many wonderful, great
Stand-up
God-fearing,
guys.
stand-up guys.
Stand-up guys.
Absolutely.
Straight up, man.
So before you get to talking about them, before you get to talk about us, get to know us, go watch our other videos, see how our chemistry and how we make you feel about whatever we're talking about. Because all we're trying to do is start the conversation that'll hopefully
Heal the community,
Heal our
man. That's what it's all about,
community
man.
vibes,
Do we just divide and conquer, man? Like, we got to get past the divide and conquer, man.
Yeah,
we
we
fell
always
for
talk
it,
about it.
but now we just got to address it. Okay, now how do we fix this? You know what I mean? Like, they pitted men against women. But we don't have to stay that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, humble yourselves, ladies. Men, straighten up. Stand up and be the man. You know what I mean? Like, don't.
Man, I want to talk about communication on our next video. on our next show because communication is large, man. And a lot of us didn't learn how to communicate correctly. And we don't even know how to communicate what we need. And we expect somebody to automatically come and be like, hey, what's wrong with you? But sometimes you got to be vocal and say, hey, this is what's wrong with me. And if somebody come and say what's wrong with you, you should be able to articulate what's wrong. But you got to know what's
without
wrong.
it leading straight to cursing,
Yeah.
arguing. Like, no, let's have a dialogue first. You know what I mean?
But again, that's another conversation. We got a couple of conversations. We got to talk here. We got to come join the conversation. We got to get a lot to talk about later on. We got to get on there Simone Biles and mental health. We talked about that.
We gotta touch back on that.
Man, we definitely gonna touch back on that. But back to Mr. Kevin Samuels, man. Y'all heard the thunder roaring, man. Hey, that means something. We making it rain in this thing. Hey, bringing the thunder. Hey, but Mr. Kevin Samuels, man, he's a great guy, stand-up guy, man. He's doing his thing. We support him. Go and support this black man. Help him out. Give him a chance. Listen to his videos because he said even it's the women that call him up and be like, "Hey, Kevin, thank you. You saved my marriage. Hey, Kevin, thank you. You saved my relationship." All type of stuff. So don't get it twisted. You ain't out here just disrespecting women at all, and he ain't disrespecting women at all. They probably feel like that just because he ain't gonna take no crap from you. He ain't gonna let you say whatever. You gonna try to overtalk him, which a lot of women do, and he'll be quiet and he be like, "Hey, ma'am, if you gonna keep on at this rate, I'm gonna have to bid you adieu." Like, he don't play no games. That's too direct for some people.
Yeah.
Especially women that like to argue.
Yep.
And he ain't
So
trying
they
to
always
argue
try
with
to
you.
deflect
And
run around
defend
the
everything that they
question. And
say.
he be like, come on back. Answer the question. Give me a straight, direct answer. And 9 times out of 10, man, like, we got to realize, man, 9 times out of 10, when we got problems in our lives, it stems from us. Not just men, not just women. Like, you have
as an
a
individual.
tremendous amount of control of your life.
Absolutely.
Stop pointing the finger at everybody else. And something else he brought out, man, like taking the time to heal from relationships. Like, a lot of times, man, we jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, and you ain't taking time to heal and say, hold up, let me take a step back, let me reevaluate what exactly do I want, what did I learn from this situation, and make sure I'm not bringing the baggage from my past traumatic experience into this new relationship. Because a new man might go a couple hours without answering his phone, you automatically, he on that same stuff. And it's like, hold on, man, you know, my grandma in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Like, you done called me going all off on me thinking I'm doing something foul, but I had a legitimate reason, you know what I mean? Give somebody the benefit of the doubt.
From that old relationship that you're bringing in there.
Straight up.
But now that, but I'm gonna just be devil's advocate for that. Like, that's great to heal from your past relationship, but not every relationship requires your healing. And not every relationship was bad as a mother. Some people just realize, and they are two grown people that say, hey, we ain't working out, let's be friends. You don't necessarily, that ain't to say that you don't need to take time to really to understand, to learn, to figure out what you learned from that relationship. That's important. Figure out what you learned from that relationship, why it didn't work and why you decided that y'all was gonna be friends. And so that won't happen to the next time. But healing is in order. Sometimes it don't necessarily have to be in order, but it's your judgment. It's on you, man. But until next time, what's this called?
What is this?
Oh man, you know what it's called, man. Melanated
And opinionated.
Hey, next time.
Hey, we love y'all, man.
Peace.